Hey y'all, just hopping on with a quick message, or you know me, I'm always going to try to make it be quick, but we'll see how it go. But yeah, today I was just driving, and this has just been on my heart once again, and just my spirit, and that is that God sits high and He looks low. Let me tell you, God don't let nobody get away with anything. No one gets away with nothing, not a thing. So in the moments where any one of you, including myself, in the moments where we feel the most like attacked, or the most betrayed, or the most disrespected, let me tell you, God gonna spin the block, run it back, do it again, every single time, as long as you continue to walk upright, to walk according to the Lord's will, to be righteous even in other people's wrongdoing, to live an according life to the life that which God designed for us, and expects of us. As long as you continue down that right path and doing what pleases God, man, listen, He gonna spin the block for you. He gonna turn up for you every single time. And then it's like, it's gonna click, it's gonna register. Like, you don't have to do nothing. All that, I want my lick back, all that, I want my payback, I want my revenge. Who trying to get that? Who? Not me. Because whether we hear about whatever has transpired in these people's lives who have done us wrong, whether we hear about it or not, I guarantee you they have a price to pay, and it is being paid. I assure you, it is being paid. And even with me, I used to be like, oh my gosh, like, these people around here just getting away with everything. They getting away with murder. These folks that's dressed in blue, and just in general, they've gotten away with lynching. They've gotten away with stealing Native American land. They've gotten away with just every single thing. And then other people in general, you have friends who do you wrong, friends who show you time and time again that they are not truly your friends, people who do stuff behind your back, people who don't really like you but pretend to be another way in your face. Like, all of those people are getting what they rightfully deserve. I guarantee you. You don't even need to worry yourself worrying about if they're getting theirs or not. I guarantee you, I have seen it time and time and time again. They getting their payback. They're getting their karma. Like, people are not gonna get away with nothing. People are not gonna get away with nothing. And I have seen it firsthand. And in the times and the moments where I'm close as a human, I be close to almost getting my payback and my lick back and my revenge, because Lord knows, He knows I wanted it. Over the past few months, He knows I wanted it. And I kid you not, every single time I was on that ledge getting ready to get my revenge back, He let me experience it and see it, witness as clear as day. I have to do nothing. I don't have to do nothing. It's plain and evident that people get what they deserve. And yeah, so God got your back. He has all of our backs. And that's what I came on here to say. Like, stop worrying, stop beating yourself up. Oh, I should have said this at this moment. Oh, I should have said that. Oh, I shouldn't have let this slide. Listen, ain't nothing getting past you. Ain't nothing just flying by. Ain't nobody getting away with nothing. And that is the message. Like, when I tell you, listen, to be able to witness firsthand, up close and personal, somebody getting theirs back, getting payback, and you ain't even have to do nothing about it, so you already know it ain't nobody fighting for you on your behalf except for Jesus Christ. Listen. God was like, don't you dare. And He knows that I was on the brink. I'm telling y'all, I was on the brink. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this. I can show you better than I can tell you. Like, that's always my motto. Like, I'm a person, I can show you better than I can tell you. I can stand 10 toes down on what I say. And when I get to that point, you're not going to like it. You're going to wish that you would have left me alone and let me be in my peacefulness and be in my zenfulness and stay to myself like I was. Because when I cross over to that other way, and I'm like, God, Lord, forgive me in advance because I'm getting ready to take it there. And you already know when I'm there, it's like I be like, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing but what I'm trying to do. Get revenge. So I was just like, Lord, I've been working on that. And it's not a type of revenge where it's like, oh, you cheat on me, I'm going to cheat on you. I've never in my life cheated on anyone. Never had a desire to cheat, even if that was done to me. So it's nothing like that. But it's just like, oh, you want to play with me? Or you want to think you talking to this dude who you knew that I had something to do with, and you want to, like, it's more on like female stuff and even older women be in their 60s and want to be childish. So it's like, oh, I don't care what age you are, you bold enough and think you crispy enough to sit up there and do this. Like, oh, okay, I don't care what age you are, because respect is earned. It's not just freely given, and I'm someone who stands on that firmly. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, I do not care. Okay, just bet. But let me tell you, I had to be stopped in my tracks. I was just like stopped in my tracks. So I was just like, okay, bet. And that's just a scenario. That was not the actual case. I'm just giving y'all an example, hypothetically speaking. Like, if that something like that was to happen, that's how I would be, like, typically me from the past. But I'm telling you, it stirred up. Something triggered it when I was in California. A person triggered it to make me want to revert back to that type of behavior, which I haven't even experienced or explored in I don't know how long, like years, where I've been like, oh, okay, you want to play with me? Let me show you what playing looks like, because it ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, and that's what people fail to realize. So people should really just like leave me alone. That's how I be, because when I be on that tip, like, it is what it is, let's go then, like, I'll be on it, and I know that. And so that's stuff that I've prayed about and prayed to be removed, and just working out and stuff, and I was doing so good. But this one person triggered me. Like, I was just really like, lady, you want to play with me, so let the games begin. But God was like, no, you don't need to do anything, daughter. Like, you don't need to do anything. I got you. And every time I was getting ready to get my payback, or to do something to upset that person the same way that they upset me, if not worse, he was like, no. And in those instances, like, something would always happen to her. And I'd be like, he reminded me, like, she's already suffering enough. She's already getting karma for the things that not only has she done, but her ancestors and forefathers have done to our people. Like, we don't gotta do nothing. Just sit back and watch. And it's not to say that my heart doesn't go out to her because she's paying for certain things, because it most certainly does. And I know that that's caused a lot of built up in her, which is why she acts the way that she acts and behaves the way that she behaves, even in her 60s. So my heart does go out for her, because it goes out to her, because to wake up and live in misery every day, every single day. It's only right that you want to be angry with innocent people. It's only right that you want to lash out and be ignorant and deceitful and condescending to innocent people who you have no right to be that way towards. Like, I get it. And that's why I extended so much mercy and grace towards her. And not only that, it also had to do with whom she was connected to, that made me be like, okay, I'll let this one slide. I'll let this one slide because of who she was connected to. But had she not been connected to that person, I probably would have did some but God probably would still have checked me regardless. So it's just like, I'm just so glad I didn't do anything at the end of the day. Like, some things I did, I was a little petty and I did a little bit tit for tat for, just because I'm like, no, no, not this time. But it wasn't anything on a major scale where it was just like unbearable that I just did that. But yeah, so I'm just telling, like, God had my back in the same way he has my back. He has your back. Like, your good spirit is going to irritate other people's demons. And this person was so irritated by my good spirit and by people speaking so highly and so positively on my name, which is crazy because this person was actually someone who's considered family. But I can't bring it upon myself to say that that's what she is to me. She is connected to me through someone who is family, and unfortunately I can't control that. But yeah, she's expected to be known as a family member, and in her big age, it was just so unbelievable to me that she was acting the way that she was acting. And it's like, anytime somebody would mention something good about me, it bothered her to the core. Like, it shook her spirit, and you can tell it's all over her. Every time I got around her, I could feel it. My aura would completely shift. Like, my aura would completely just be thrown off. Like, I can just sense and feel through my discernment and my pure spirit that she was a little off, and that she didn't really feel comfortable around me. And I'm aware of that. I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. Like, come on now. And then the fact that someone else, the person whom she was connected to, was trying to convince me that it was me and not her, as they rightfully have that obligation to feel that way, it's just like, who do either one of y'all think y'all are fooling? Like, who do y'all think y'all really playing with? Especially to be classified as a retired pastor and a former preacher. Like, both of y'all were in the congregation, head of the congregation, and this is really how y'all are behind closed doors. Like, especially her, this is how she is. Oh my gosh, never in a million years. I wouldn't even tell nobody I was a pastor or a former pastor acting the way that I act. Like, like, just dramatic, extremely, like, overly, like, every day you wake up, your day doesn't go right unless there's a problem. Like, there's got to be a word for that. I don't know what it is at this moment, but I'm a researcher. It has to be a word for people like that to describe what that is. Because if it were up to me, I would classify it as insanity. But like, I don't know. It's just bizarre. And just like, wow, it's all I can say. Just like, wow. But actually, let me say something really quickly. So the sun has just went down, as y'all can see, so please ignore the lighting on this video. I was trying to catch the sun before it went down, but this is what we're gonna rock with, so the video gonna be two-toned. But yeah, anywho, back to the message. So yeah. Oh child, Jesus, I'm telling y'all. And I don't say the Lord's name in vain. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. But when I say Jesus, I literally had to call on Jesus, because, oh my gosh, I still can't even understand how I stuck things out for as long as I did. And it was almost disrupted because I almost started to catch a flight and come back home immediately. It was only due to my close family and my parents and my aunts who persuaded me and convinced me to go ahead and stay and just stick it through in hopes of it getting better, that I even stayed where I was, because I was like, oh, this person got me messed up. Like, I would literally go upside her head. Like, she got me messed up. I don't care how old she is, because she's completely unnecessarily ignorant and disrespectful. And you never want to make nobody feel like they're a slave in your home. You never want to make anybody feel like they're walking on eggshells every day while they're in your home. And that's how I felt being amongst these people. And And yeah, it was just horrible, y'all. It was so horrible, like horrific, like, ugh. But I stuck it out, and I'm glad I did, regardless of everything that I went through, because like I said, had I caught a flight home like I wanted to do, my assignment and everything that God was doing within me and around me outside of the foolishness, it would have been disrupted, and I wouldn't know who I am even better than I did before, but I do. So I'm just very grateful, extremely grateful that I did stay, and that I gave it my all. Like, something I can say, that I gave it my all. I didn't quit. I didn't let her get the best of me until I decided to stand up for myself. And in the times that I did, I'm proud of myself. I've always been a person to stand up for myself, but it's really challenging to do that when you feel like you don't want to disrespect the person that this individual is connected to, based on who he is to you. So yeah, it was kind of hard to do that, just being mindful of the individual that's important to me in a way. But yeah, no, it's only so long I'm gonna let you keep doing what you're doing and not saying anything about it. Like, no, we don't do that over here. So rightfully so, of course, I stood up for myself, and in doing that, I am now home, and I'm so grateful, so happy to be home. I feel so much freer. I feel lighter. I feel like 10 weights have been lifted from my shoulders. I'm just super blessed regardless, and I'm at peace with everything. Like I said, I gave it my all. I tried my best. I stuck in there, and yeah, that was that. So I'm just super excited about it, and looking forward to the journey ahead of me, and all things good, and welcoming and manifesting everything positive in my life. And so yeah, back home, you guys. I'm back home in Houston, Texas, and I'm too excited.